it, don't you know, and having a little fun. So, ain't no sense in cheating. By the way, we do have, just so you know, we do have... Remember, you're only getting one roll if you win tonight's game. First place team can send me an email with their snail mail address, where we will send Quilted Northern Ultra Lush. One roll in a 1 gallon sealed bag. What do you call those sealed bags? That you store food in. Ziploc, thank you, Ziploc bags. That's how good I am at trivia. So we would send you one of these in this brand new, unused, unopened, soft, don't squeeze the Quilted Northern. They get props from me, anyway. Okay, let's get this game started. We have 28 players. I think we may have lost one, or somebody got in there twice. So it's time to start our game. Let's switch the screen here to the intro screen. And here we go. By the way, yeah, we're starting with an on-time bonus this week, this night. This is our first time going with an on-time bonus. I bet you're excited about an on-time bonus, and it wasn't even in the news. It's a different one from the newsletter, so don't go there. It's a different one from the newsletter. We are doing an on-time bonus, So let's get to, let's see here. Our sponsor again this week. Special thanks to today's sponsor, beer. Once again, we have no official sponsor. So at the beginning of tonight's game here, we are thanking beer. And I have two. I've got the Dogfish 60 in a can, and when that runs low, because I'm often busy, I found this interesting Leinenkugel Snowdrift Vanilla Porter. Snowdrift Vanilla Porter. So I'll be going back and forth there between an IPA and a porter, and I hope you're enjoying yourselves also. And since we have no sponsor, once again, I'll put out the plea. Many of you who are regular attenders here, you are already or have already donated, and we thank you very much for donating to the cause of helping us pay our bills and stay open and remain solvent, so that when this whole shindig is over, we're here strong and ready to start games up again. And I'll have a little more to say about that in a bit. In the meantime, let's see here. Let's get to the on-time bonus question. And here we go. First, your intro. On-time bonus coming up right now. Let's do trivia. On-time bonus. See that? All right. Here we go. On-time bonus question. You're going to have an open field to type in, and all of your answers will be submitted. And my lovely assistant Wanda will be making the decision on which is the best answer. May I remind you, just because we're not in the bars doesn't mean you don't have to be appropriate. So we'd like you to remain family-friendly and appropriate with your answers, if you don't mind. So what we're looking for now that Bernie Sanders has pretty much given up and endorsed Joe Biden, we're looking for the top rejected Joe Biden campaign slogan idea. Top rejected Joe Biden campaign slogan idea. So there's your question. Give you plenty of time to come up with a good, funny answer. I can't even imagine what you're going to be putting on that. But please use your remote controls at this time and type in, using your remote control, your top rejected Joe Biden campaign slogan. future, we're trying to figure it all out. Meanwhile, about the beer. As soon as you're all in, we get to move forward. If you can't think of anything, you're going to automatically get points. So just type in, 3 or 4 letters and enter it in. And we'll know that you can't come up with something humorous or clever, and therefore you'll just get your points because you're here on time. That's what the on-time bonus is all about. And the funniest will get an additional bonus added to their bonus. Struggle bus? Like that. Is struggle bus short bus with a new name? That's the question. All right, not much chatting going on, folks. Remember, you got to talk smack to each other. All right, while a lot of you have put an answer in, and some of you haven't, I will give you a little clue. I just today sent out a newsletter that's specific to the owners and managers of the restaurants and bars and places that we serve. And along with that is the request for them to fill out a survey to let us know what their feelings are on reopening. If you've been paying attention to the news, you know about Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3 of opening the economy again. Phase 1 actually involves opening restaurants, and it's up to the individual state to choose to do that. But my questions to the restaurants involved, how ready are you to open? And if you get the green light to open in 2 weeks, are you ready to open in 2 weeks? And when you are ready to open, how quickly do you want to bring the games back in? That's a very important question to me, and hopefully you. One thing you can do to help is contact your favorite venue and say, hey, I heard you're opening. When? You got to go over to that other thing again. Hit the thing. There you go. All right, your answers are being judged at this moment. And just make them all correct. And then we'll take a look at who gets the bonus. So, yeah. Yep. We're going to make sure you get your bonus points there. But whether it's Bethany Blues or Grotto Pizza or you name it. Gee, I forget where we were before. Do you remember where we were? Washington Street Pub, Third Wave Brewery, arenas. We're at a handful of arenas locations. Wherever you played, if you contact them and get the word out that you're looking for your game to come back, that would help at least put it in the back of their heads that we got a plan for game night again. Because there's a lot that restaurant owners are doing. They're scrambling just like we are. You hit verify. Oh, okay. They're scrambling just like we are, so they've got a lot on their mind. They got payroll. They got the same forms that I'm sure that I'm filling out, trying to get the government to pay attention a little bit to what's going on outside of Washington, D.C. And so this is just, I'm just thinking as a reminder is all. Nothing more, nothing less. Just a pleasant little knock-knock. Remember who was here on Tuesday nights, Wednesday, Monday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday? We are checking over your answers for the on-time bonus. And correct down at the bottom? You got them all correct? Okay. Click correct again. There we go. Now we're going to reveal your answers. Everybody got your points. Good job. Pre-game on-time bonus. Let's take a look at what we got. Did you have a favorite in there? I'm going to read them and then we'll choose a favorite. Here we go. Top rejected campaign slogans for Joe. Joe Schmo. Anyone can run for president. Trump did. No, that wouldn't be good. Yeah, good to not use that one. I'm really with it. Okay. Top rejected campaign slogan for Joe. No malarkey. All right. Here's another one. It puts the beaten on the skin, or I gets the Trump again. It puts it puts the spitting on the skin, or I gets the Trump again. I think that is a Lord of the Rings reference. I'll tweet it. I'll twitted it. Wow, two of you thought very similarly. I'm slightly smarter than the current president. Like that one. Respect your elders. Yeah, that's good. Biden my time till Bernie caves. No, he caved, J-Dub. He caved. I'm a good Catholic boy. Vote for me and I'll give you a hug. Somebody knows Joe better than most people do. Joe's a hugger. Vote for me and I'll give you a hug. I like that. I'm now the oldest one in the race. Yeah, that's good. Let's make America slow again. All right. I'm with Sleepy Joe. Quarantine says, reach out and touch me. No, that's not a good campaign for Joe. Biden 2020, let me smell your hair. I think I have my favorite. Get ready to give that team a little bonus there. Bring back top hats. Okay, that's a good answer. No malarkey, another no malarkey. Again, top rejected Biden campaign slogan, smells like change. Oops. See, I would have said smells like, depends. JB, Joe Biden, like DE, he's the first white president. Oh, wait. He's not. Let's see here. I'm not good, but I'm slow. Yep, all right, that's a good campaign slogan. No, don't do that. A third vote for no malarkey. Creepy Uncle Joe has a hug for you. Oof. I am not dead is one of the answers here. And vote for what's my name again? And finally, top rejected campaign slogan for Joe Biden, make America hug again. Let's see here. Let me smell your hair. MC1313, you have my favorite answer. You're getting a bonus 50 points. You all got 50 points for answering, and MC13 is getting 50 more. Let's introduce the teams. Wonderful is playing Lois, Nick Tech, Struggle Bus, Brooklyn Spanks, Losers, Blackwater 2016, Sugar, Team J-Dub, MMR Milton, welcome back, Covid Schmovid, Bob B, Sonny was right, Miller's Quarantina, MC1313, Roxanne, P&J, Chasm, Babies and Beer, which that ain't right, Mix is here, Hanson's, Ragamuffins, Beaujolais Rendezvous, John Snow is in the house, so Duck, and the Big Six, Nancy and 6 Day Distance Sue are listed, but they may have changed their names or who knows what. Let's continue, shall we? Let's get into round. Well, let's see how you did. You all got points, so we're not going to scroll around and see how you did. Let's continue into the game. Here we go. We'll take a look at round one. Round one is sponsored by whatever you're drinking right now. No sponsors have queued up to help support our live online game shows, but we're hoping. Meanwhile, enjoy whatever you're drinking, and remember, when the government opens bars and restaurants, it may be a good idea to contact your favorite location and ask them when they're starting their game shows back. Okay, so there you go. Round number one. Multiple choice. I am hoping you can hear the music a little bit better. You know what I'm going to do is turn my mic down a little bit so that you can turn your volume up a little bit. And then the background music and all that should be loud enough, hopefully, that you can hear it so you can hear the timer noises. Here we go. Round one. Question number one. Remember, we're going to hold the answers. I think we're going to hold the answers until the end of the round. So round one, question number one. Claret, C-L-A-R-E-T, claret is an old British term for dry red wine produced in what region of France? Claret is an old British term for dry red wine produced in what region of France? I'm going to do a imbibe while you guys think about those answers. Burgundy, Provence, Beaujolais, and Bordeaux. Or as we call it in Sussex County, Bordeaux. time to get up. It's a multiple choice. You don't get your points taken away if you're wrong. You just don't get the points. Okay? So don't be afraid to guess. Where, the next question, round 1, question 2. Where in the human skeleton would you find the maxilla? M-A-X-I-L-L-A. Where in the human skeleton would you find the maxilla? Music is louder than you know. Yeah, well. Time is up. That's round 1, question 2. And here's round 1, question 3. What singing group was made up of 3 brothers born to English parents on the Isle of Man? Okay, chatters, can you tell me how the timing of your remote control is with the on-screen performance on YouTube? Does it seem fairly well synced, or is it coming on too soon with the question? I hope you could hear me there. Phone is faster. Can we increase that delay to make it... You're at point.
It was 4. Why did you erase it?
It wasn't supposed to be 4. It's supposed to be 4.0, not 0.4. So 7 seconds. Hit the confirm, please. Not 0.4. Okay, here we go. Round 1, question number 4. In diner lingo, I'm sure you're all familiar with diner lingo, what is motor oil? In diner lingo, what is motor oil? And once again, we've just reset the delay for the remote control to account for the delay in the YouTube broadcast. So hopefully your on remote control question pops up at about the correct time. If it's too late or too soon, let me know. We are working on that timing now, Francesca. So, time's almost up. Get your answer in now. All right. Here's question number 5, round 1. And again, we're going to test the timing. What former Mad Men star plays the woman haunted by the title character in the 2020 film The Invisible Man? Okay, so we'll take it to 5 seconds. Well, no, you're hearing me live, not on the screen. So we have to look at that. Understand. Working it out. Working it out. All right, time is up. Here's your next question. Question number 6 of round 1. What type of flower does a vanilla pod come? From what type of flower does a vanilla pod come? Yeah, when it comes up on screen there, it should come up there about the same time. If it's too soon, we need more delay. So we need more delay. So put it to 9 seconds. We're going to get the delay correct. We're getting closer, though. Thank you, Sean. Good help. Exactly what we just discovered. Time is up. Here we go. Round 1, question number 7. What salad vegetable has varieties named white icicle, sparkler, and cherry bell? What salad vegetable has varieties named white icicle, sparkler, and cherry bell? Cherry bell was my nickname in college, by the way. Where's your laugh track? How did it come up that time? Time is running out. Be sure and make a selection before time runs out. You do that with your handheld device. We have 28 connected players, 32 people watching online. More watchers. Hey, if you're watching and you're not playing, down in the lower left hand of the screen, you can see the code. You just take a cell phone and you go to catlab.tv and you put in that code 228040 and you can join the game. All right, next question, round 1, question number 8. How many differently colored sets of residential properties are there in a game of Monopoly? How many differently colored sets of residential properties are there in a game of Monopoly? Need to add more to that. Did you confirm it after you put the 9 in? 10, I guess. Did you hit the confirm after you put the... Okay, making sure. Do it again. Running out of time. Don't let your timer run out. Make a choice, even if it's random. Just a wild guess. And time is up. Round 1, question number 9. In what U.S. city would you find the Gateway Arch? In what U.S. city would you find the Gateway Arch? There you go. That looks pretty good. Yes, there are 3 rounds, 10 questions each. We're at the second to last question of round 1. With the new process, the whole game takes under an hour. That's when there are no technical difficulties. And everyone answered that time. Awesome. Love to hear that. Round 2, question number 10, the final question of, round 1, question number 10, the final question of your first round. Who hosts the new version of ABC's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Who hosts the new version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I'll tell you who it ain't. I'll tell you, here's the joke. What has 2 thumbs and ain't the new host of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? This guy. 2 thumbs and ain't gonna be the next host. That's all right. I would miss you. I would. They'd have to offer me a lot of money and a limousine and a house on the Pacific Ocean. That's about it. That's all I'd need, and I'd go. Absolutely. Without a doubt. Everyone has answered. Awesome. All right. Here we go. Going to go over your questions and answers. Claret. Claret is an old British term for what wine? What? Bordeaux is the correct answer. Look at that. 12 of you getting that right for 50% of the answers at that time. Your second question. Where in the human skeleton would you find the maxilla? Right next to the minilla? I don't know. What's the answer? The answer is in the skull. That's correct. Very well done. 72% that time. Much better. Question number 3. What singing group was made up of 3 brothers born to English parents on the Isle of Man? It sounds so exotic. So it's got to be the Bee Gees. That is correct. You guys cannot be tricked. Yeah, all the others did have brothers in them, by the way. And Oasis, famously arguing and fighting brothers. It's hilarious. You should track any news you get about Oasis and the 2 brothers. They have a rough time of things. Next question in diner lingo, what is motor oil? The answer is not dark beer, not coffee, pancake syrup. That is correct. That is correct. Look at that. A clear minority that time with 77% going for coffee. Wow. Question number 5. What former Mad Men star plays the woman haunted by the title character in the 2020 film? By the way, those of you who are retired, that's this year. That's happening right now. 2020. The Invisible Man. The answer is Elizabeth Moss. There we go. 63% getting that correct. Question number 6. From what type of flower does a vanilla pod come? See, I didn't even know vanilla came from a flower. I didn't think about it. I just thought it grew in a factory. Correct answer is the orchid. Good job. Round 1, question number 7. What salad vegetable has varieties named White Icicle Sparkler and Cherry Belle? The answer is radish. Radish. And for anyone who wants to shout out tomato as a fruit, we know, silly. We know. It's all good. All right, how many different colored sets of residential properties are there in a game of Monopoly? Residential properties, that is. Remember, there's a difference between those and the other things. The answer is, good majority of you got that. Awesome job. 8. That's right. There are 2 sets of residential properties on the first lane. 2, 2, and 2. Yep. Residential, I guess, meaning maybe some of you thought that Boardwalk and Park Place aren't residential properties, but according to the rules of Monopoly, they are. Just FYI. In what U.S. city, for question number 9, would you find the Gateway Arch? I hope we have a social. I'm going to get my beer ready because you're a smart audience. Here we go. Answer is almost St. Louis, with only 2 teams guessing incorrectly. That's too bad. I'm going to drink anyway. Hey, social, can we get a bell for social, please? There you go. Social. All right. Final question of round 1. Who hosts the new version of ABC's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? The answer is Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel is correct. We had guesses all the way around. Whatever happened to Stephen Colbert? Is he even still on the air? I don't know. I just don't know. Well, let's see here. Let's go not there, not there. Let's go there and bring me in. There we go. And we're going to take a look at your scores here. First, I have to go over to that place and back it down so that we're going to look at the 12th place team first. Okay. Here we go. In 12th place with 4,145 points, Kovic Movid. 11th place is Hansons. In 10th place, Roxanne. 9th place, Team J-Dub. In 8th place, Lois. In 7th place, Ragamuffins. 6th place, Sunny was right. In 5th place, Bob B. Well, that's a new one. In 4th place, Quarantina. 3rd place, Sugar. We're getting to the top here. 2nd place, Jon Snow. And on top, at the end of round 1, we have Millers. Way to go, Millers. Give yourselves a round of applause. Yeah, you deserve it. Let's see if I can bring up, just for fun, our fake sponsor. Where did I put our fake sponsor? Let's see. All right, there's our fake sponsor. Let's see if I can bring it on screen. Fake sponsor.
Number 2 on the flag. 18 red, 500.
18 red, the winner.
Hey, where'd everybody go? They've gone to Betson's Furniture, where you can choose a sofa and loveseat or sofa and recliner for just $4.99, covered in your choice of fabrics. Or save $300 on this 4-piece hutch-top bedroom set, now only $4.99. So come and save at Betson's, 2nd and Roosevelt Boulevard, and at Jason's in Neptune City.
When buying furniture, your best bet is Betson's.
Did you see that sofa? Was that not awesome? Anyway, let's move along here. We're going to go into remind you that we don't have a sponsor. So today's sponsor is beer, and if you haven't, maybe you will, please. Think about going to our donations page. There are links on the website, letsdotrivia.com. Let's get into the next round number 2. Here we go. Here's your intro to round 2. Good job there. Start round 2. Round 2, question number 1. Get your controllers ready. The now abandoned Chernobyl nuclear power plant is within which modern-day country? The now abandoned Chernobyl nuclear power plant is located within which modern-day country? I would go with New Jersey if I were you. Yeah. Social anyway, yep, that's right. Let's see here. Have I missed anything else? Tom, you're late. All right, answers up, time's up. Round 2, question 2. Remember, for those of you joining us late, and we do have 28 players now, you don't lose points by guessing incorrectly. You definitely get fewer points the longer it takes you to answer the question, so the faster you answer, the more points you get. And please don't let it time out, because it takes forever, and it makes the game take longer, or slower. I speak good English. In which decade was Donald Trump born? Simple question. In which decade was Donald Trump born? Yeah. I think you can back that down another 1 second. Take it back 1 more second. Depends. I guess everybody has a different feed speed. Got a link to where I answer questions? Rev Necro. You go to the bottom left of the screen in front of you, and it says, go to www.catlab.tv, enter the code 228040, and that is the game we're playing right now. Where do we have to be? Where else do you have to be? Yeah. You could say that, but there's lots of other things you could be doing, so thank you for being here. All right, round 2, question number 3. Approximately how many centimeters are equivalent to 2 inches? Approximately how many centimeters are equivalent to 2 inches? Do you remember back in school when they said this country was going to go metric? Yeah. You remember when Route 1, the fast part of Route 1, had only speed limit signs like in metric in large, and then miles per hour in little at the bottom? Remember how they abandoned that? Wonder why. I think the country should go metric. How long would it take to get used to metric? Right? Time's almost up. Come on, get your answer in. Time's up. And the beer's coming back up. All right, here's question number 4 of round 2. Which was the first James Bond film to star Daniel Craig in the title role? Which was the first James Bond film to star Daniel Craig in the title role? Personally, I think he is the second worst Bond in the history of James Bond. But I am a Sean Connery fan. I'm not a Sean Connery fan, is what I started to say. That came up before that did. You gotta increase the delay again. Where's it at now? Put it on 11. Time's almost up. Get your answers in. All right, that's question 4. Here's question number 5 of round 2. Which number on the pH scale would indicate a neutral substance? Which number on the pH scale would indicate a neutral substance? Watching the timing now over here real time. That changed. Good. Perfect. Now I think we've got it perfect on our end. Bond. Thank you, Sean. I'm enjoying that. Sean said, can't wait for Bond, Daniel Bond. Rev Necro. Is that you, dude? Dude, are you Rev Necro? I think you probably are. Trying to recognize people. All right, round 2, question number 6. What language is the most spoken language in the world? What language is the most spoken language in the world? Lots of language. Pig Latin was not one of the options. Can anybody speak Pig Latin? Utway Angwijlay is a ide ost me okenspe Angwijlay ine ide Earldway. Time's almost up. Get your answer in. And time is up. I don't like to see that. I want to see you answer these things. Question number 7 of round 2. How many laps are run? Thank you, Mike. How many laps are run in the Indianapolis 500? That thing that probably didn't happen. I don't know. I didn't pay attention, but they probably canceled that, I imagine. How many laps are run in the Indianapolis 500? For those of you who don't know, the Indianapolis 500 is a car race that happens, you'll never guess where. Indianapolis. Pause that refreshes. Remember what company used to use that phrase as a slogan? The pause that refreshes. Would be a sign of your age. If you do, don't be afraid. Don't be shy. Get your answers in. Time's up. Oh. Round 3, question number 8. What music group did the late Kenny... Oh, by the way, can we all raise a glass, Kenny Rogers? Rest in peace, Kenny. We knew you well. Here's to Kenny. Couldn't recognize him toward the end there. Plastic surgery and whatnot. Anyway, here's the question. What music group did the late Kenny Rogers help found in 1967? What music group did the late Kenny Rogers help found in 1967? Now the delay is too long. No, it's right on. It's perfect. Because I'm thinking live as opposed to the delay, which we're looking at over here. It's confusing. It really is. Your time is half up. Through the years. Yeah, I'm certain that Rev Necro is Rizard. I'm certain of that now. Round 2, question number 9. In millennial slang, what does the romance term OTP stand for? In millennial slang, what does the romance term OTP stand for? And if this isn't a social, I don't know what is. Rolling through these. This is question number 9. We got one more question in the end of round 2, and we'll take a look at your scores. If YouTube would let me play music, man, that'd be awesome. It would be. And round 2, question number 10. What brand of mineral water has been marketed with the slogan "Live Young"? What mineral water has been marketed with the slogan "Live Young"? Mike said, thought it was on the phone. Don't understand, Mike. Don't understand your question. Not sure that's a millennial thing. Music bonus? Can't do music bonuses because I'm not allowed to play trademarked music, copywritten music. They would, as my son Josh said, they would ding you. They'll ding you. And if you get 3 dings, You can't do anything. They cancel your account, or at least suspend it. So I don't want to get dinged. No music bonus. We can, however, possibly take a game over to Zoom, which isn't quite as slick as this production, although with all the problems we've had, I wonder if you think it's slick at all. And on Zoom, we can actually play some music. Yeah, back to Zoom. That's right, Mike. That's right. All right, let's take a look at the answers to the questions in round 2. The now abandoned Chernobyl nuclear power plant is within which modern-day country? My vote was for New Jersey, but let's see what the answer was. Ukraine, and the majority of you got that correct. Well done. Yay. Round 2, question number 2. In which decade was Donald Trump born? Some of you wanted to turn in an answer that was not on the board and suggest he was hatched, but that's too political. I'm not going to get into that. The correct answer is the 1940s. Yep, he's old, but he's not as old as Biden. 1946 to be exact. And your next question, round 2, question number 3. Approximately how many centimeters are equivalent to 2 inches? The answer is, wow, most of you, well, not most of you, but a lot of you got that correct. 5.08 inches to be precise. Thank you, little redhead dude. Which was the first James Bond film to star Daniel Craig in the title role? Please, nobody choose Bond, Daniel Bond, because that was a joke answer. Let's see if it'll continue. 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 There it goes. The answer is Casino Royale. Casino Royale. I don't know if you could hear that. It was soft and in the distance, but Alexa just informed me that Casino Royale is available on Amazon. It's a scary world we live in.
The movie Casino Royale is available for free with the Prime Video membership and for purchase or rent on Amazon Video. Did that answer your question?
I don't know. Did that?
Thanks for your feedback.
Round 2. She said thanks for your feedback. Round 2, question 5. Which number on the pH scale would indicate a neutral substance? Neutral substance. The answer is 7. Look at that. Look how smart a bunch of you are. Wow. Well done. Question number 6. What language is the most spoken language in the world? And the answer is... oh, look, we're not sure. Chinese, Mandarin to be specific. Chinese is the most spoken language in the world. How about that? Some of you are shocked. Nobody said Hindustani, and there's a lot of people speaking that language. Let's continue. How many laps are run in the Indianapolis 500? Hey, logic might say 500, but that's not correct. The answer is 200. 200 laps in the Indianapolis 500. I know it seemed too obvious, right? Question number 8. What music group did the late Kenny Rogers help found in 1967? The answer is, that's right. A good majority of you knew what condition my condition was in. Yes, you did. First edition is the correct answer. We had guesses around the board. Only one person said Iron, but who said Iron Butterfly? Anybody I know? Iron Butterfly. MC1313, we might deduct points. We wouldn't do that. Let's continue. Question number 9. In millennial slang, what does the romance term OTP stand for? I hope this is a social. It's not. Really? One true pairing. How is over this place a romance term? Only one person said out of toilet paper. Question number 10. What mineral water has been marketed with the slogan, Live Young? Live Young. The answer is Evian. Tough round. Definitely a tough round. Let's take a look at your scores. We're going to see the top 6. We'll stop there and just go on to the next round after our brief sponsor message. Leading the game, Sugar, 13,251. The Millers are second. Quarantina is third. Struggle Bus is fourth. Ragamuffins is fifth. And Sonny was right, 6th place. Let's see what we got here. Wow, some people, like Babies and Beer, has risen 13 places from where they started. Blackwater has risen 6 places, so we have some big gainers here. Struggle Bus has risen 10 spaces from round 1 to round 2. Let's continue here. And before I do the intro, let's see if I can bring up our fake sponsor, since once again, we got no sponsors. This is a sponsor-free program, so it's sponsored by Your Beer. Here's mine. It's called Dogfish Head. And I'm almost out, so I'm going to move on to the Leinenkugel. Pretty soon. Let's see, where did I have all that stuff?
Number 2 in black. 18 red, 500.
18 red, the winner.
Let's
Hey, where'd everybody go?
go.
They've gone to Betson's Furniture, where you can choose a sofa and love.
Okay, let's get rid of Betson. All right, this one is sponsored. Let me get rid of my picture. I can't get rid of it. Here, there's my picture. Let me get rid of my picture. And here's your next sponsor. Let's see if anybody remembers this.
Hey, this Christmas party's getting a little too quiet. I think it's time we liven it up with my favorite Christmas gift, Mr. Microphone.
Hey, what's that?
Well, you set the dial on your FM radio.
No audio,
and
right?
testing.
I'm on the radio!
These kids are having a fabulous time with Mr. Microphone, the cordless microphone that actually puts your voice on the radio. There are no attaching wires, so you're free to move around. Broadcast over any FM car radio.
Hey, good looking. We'll be back to pick you up later.
You can broadcast in mono or with 2 or more radios in stereo.
Professional entertainers use Mr. Microphone for rehearsing. And you can too. It's practical and great fun for the whole family. And for only $12.88, they really make great Christmas gifts.
The perfect Christmas gift at Walgreens, Woolworth, Woolco, Osco, Venture, Weebolts, Montgomery Ward.
You think it's funny that a lot of those places of business that were selling the Mr. Microphone are not even in business anymore? That's hilarious. Anyway, by the way, I had a Mr. Microphone, and it was one of my all-time favorite toys. Absolutely, without a doubt. Love that thing. Big surprise, right? It disappeared. It absolutely disappeared. Anyway, probably for good reason. I used to broadcast whether people liked it or not. Let's get into round 3. Here is the intro to round 3. Hopefully you're not growing too weary. Let's start round 3. Here we go. Round 3. Question number 1. Get your controllers ready. Here we start. In what Disney film did the characters Simba, Scar, and Mufasa first appear? In what Disney film did the characters Simba, Scar, and Mufasa first appear? Makes you wonder. Nah, not really. Hopefully this is a good one for you guys. As I'm reading, yeah, Mr. Microphone was the best. John knows. Hey, good looking. Yeah, there's actually a reason why Ronco charged $12.88 for that. I'll get into that in a minute. Round 3, question 2. With what NFL team did quarterback Tom Brady recently sign a 2-year contract? With what NFL team did quarterback Tom Brady recently sign a 2-year contract? I was kind of hoping with a foreign league myself, you know, like a football team from Canada in the CFL. That would have been sweet. Don't you think? Your time is running out. And everyone's answered. Awesome. I think we have the timing set well now. Good to know. Here's your next question. Question number 3. Who was the first celebrity to have her likeness appear as a Barbie doll? Wow. I didn't even know they did this. I mean, maybe I wasn't paying attention. Probably not paying much attention to Barbie dolls, but who was the first celebrity to have her likeness appear as a Barbie doll? Tom Brady also signed a deal with Mr. Microphone. Sports! That's right, can't wait for quarantine draft. Should be different. No doubt. What's Vegas going to do without all that stupid money? Time's almost up. Hurry up. Click it. Click it. Ah. Round 3, question number 4. In NHL sports, in NHL, the Calgary Flames was relocated from what city in 1980? In NHL, that's hockey. For those of you who don't know, the Calgary Flames was relocated from what city in 1980? Hey, if it ain't the Flyers, I don't know anything about it. And even if it is the Flyers, I probably don't know anything about it. I mean, I'm better than Dave, mind you, but that's not saying really much. And time is up. Round 3, question number 5. Of which African country is Khartoum the capital? Of which African country is Khartoum the capital? Running out of time? Get your answer in. Not a fan of the wording of that NHL question. Oh, that's a shame. I don't know. It got approved, didn't it? All right, round 3, question 6. Which of the following was not an official spin-off or reunion show of the Andy Griffith Show? So which of the following was not? 3 were either an official spin-off or a reunion show from the Andy Griffith Show. Which of these was not an official spin-off or reunion show of the Andy Griffith Show? Sound repetitive? Sound repetitive? I'm here. All right, round 3, question number 7. Along with garlic, which herb is traditionally found in pesto sauce? Along with garlic, which herb is traditionally found in pesto sauce? Had a guy at our game in Dover, used to come to the game after work. And he always wore a tie. I called him Evil Tie Guy. And the reason is because he had a trick where he would kind of bring his collar and shake it around like I'm kind of doing now. And it would make his tie kind of wave back and forth. So I called him Evil Tie Guy. Ran into him in Dover at one of the Dover Days events. Almost out of time. Get your answer in. Everyone has answered. Awesome. Round 3, question number 8. What is the last word? Oh boy, point to the history major on your team right now. What is the last word of the Gettysburg Address? Yeah, if you don't know African geography, what do you know exactly? Johnny Fever. Okay, all right. Time's almost up. What word? What's the last word of the Gettysburg Address? And time is up. Round 3, question number 9. From what country? Oh, it's music. Music. From what country does the band Daft Punk hail? From what country does the band Daft Punk hail? Daft Punk. You know Daft Punk, right? I bet you could name one, maybe none. You could either name no or one song by Daft Punk, I bet you. Maybe 2, if you're like really hip with the Daft Punk. From what country? Good thing it's a multiple choice, eh? Who knows what you'd put? Lithuania? Who knows? Moving on to the Porter. Time's almost up. Hurry up. Click it. Click it. And time's up. Here's your final question of round 3. Fort Knox, where America is said to have its entire gold. All the gold in America that is part of what props up our financial system is said to be in Fort Knox. It's located where? It's good to give the conspiracy theorists a little space in the game. No Rizard, no Cannibal Corpse questions tonight. Sorry about that. And time is up. Let's take a look at the correct answers to these questions. In what Disney film did the characters Simba, Scar, and Mufasa first appear? The answer is... The Lion King, with only 2 people getting that wrong. Wow. I can't believe anybody got that wrong, to be honest with you, but there you go. Mufasa, Mufasa, Mufasa. It gives me chills. Question number 2. With what NFL team did quarterback Tom Brady Sports recently sign a 2-year contract? The answer is... Oh, look at that. Once again, a good, healthy percentage of you, 93%, getting the correct answer. 2 of you still think he's with the Patriots. Thank goodness, no. No, not anymore. Here we go. Question number 3. Stop making fun of the players, Rizard. Who was the first celebrity to have her likeness appear as a Barbie doll? Let's see. We had Barbara Bach, Barbara Eden, Barbara Bent. Not Barbara Eden. Twiggy is the correct answer. It wasn't a Barbara at all. It was a Twiggy. And only 10 of you got that right for 36%. Question number 4. In NHL sports, the Calgary Flames were relocated. Were relocated? Is that what you'd rather have? Were relocated from what city in 1980? The answer is Hotlanta. Hotlanta. They were the Atlanta Flames because it's warm down there. See, it's Hotlanta. See, they should have changed the name when it went to Calgary. They should have called it the Calgary Icicles or something. Of which African country is Khartoum the capital? The answer is... Oh, look at that split. Sudan. The Sudan is correct. Or Sudan. Not to be incorrect. Who is Barbara Bach? That's hilarious. Question number 6. Which of the following was not an official spin-off or reunion show of The Andy Griffith Show? The answer is... Mayberry USA. That did not exist. That's correct. Gomer Pyle USMC was a spinoff. Return to Mayberry was a spinoff, and Mayberry RFD. Or actually, Return to Mayberry was a TV movie featuring the original cast playing the original roles for the most part, except for Aunt B or somebody. Somebody died. Anyway, let's take a look at round 3, question number 7. Along with garlic, which herb is traditionally found in pesto sauce? The answer is, look at you guys, basil. Okay, basil. Basil is correct. And everybody else went with oregano because it's Italian, right? I'm not a fan of oregano, personally. Question number 8. What is the last word of the Gettysburg Address? I wonder how you fell out on this one. Let's take a look. The answer is... not people. Not perish. Earth is correct. And here it is. And the government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. So the earth, that's the final word of the Gettysburg Address. And question number 9. From what country does the band Daft Punk hail? Daft Punk. Daft Punk are a... what would you call them? They're called a... kind of a techno... definitely a dance music band. Techno, disco, dance. Wow. Not Germany. France is correct. France is correct, yes. And here we go with question number 10. Final question of round 3. Final question of the game. Fort Knox is located where? Let's have a social. Come on. Oh, no. Seriously? Nowhere. It's made up. You know what? That's close enough to a social for my taste. Here you go. Raise a glass. Social. It's the closest we got tonight. One person out. All right. Here we go. We're going to start at 12th place. 12th place out of 30 connected players. 12th place with 12,812 points. Thank you. It's Nick Tech. In 11th place, Lois. In 10th place, MMR Milton. In 9th place, ladies and gentlemen, I bring you Kovich Movid. In 8th place, with 13,655, it is the Ragamuffins. In 7th place, with 14,256, Hansons. 6th place, 14,727, Struggle Bus. Top 10 this week. In 5th place, 15,056 points, Jon Snow. Look, he's a little ghost. 4th place, 15,397 points, Sonny Was Right. In 3rd place, it's jammed up. Come on, app, wake up. Well, the app's jammed up on me here. Yeah, 12th is not bad for the first time. All right. In 3rd place with 17,026 points, ladies and gentlemen, Quarantina. It's all froze. And I'm froze too. I think we're caught up now. Seemed to be major delay there. Sorry about that. As my computer resets itself. Hopefully I'm still broadcasting. Yes, you're right, John, if I had just used Mr. Microphone. In 2nd place with 18,604 points, the Millers. Roxanne, no, we're trying to work it out so you can have a bonus at the final question, but we couldn't get that to work today after testing it. And in the lead, the winners, 20,231 points, Sugar. Sugar, the big winner. Sugar, if you are interested in the prize, one roll of Quilted Northern Ultra Plush. One of these rolls from a fresh, brand new, squeezably soft. Because I know that toilet paper is all the rage these days, all the need. There you go. Well, that's tonight's game. We managed to end it in about an hour and 10 minutes from the start. Hopefully you had a good time. I want to remind you folks that without you, we don't exist. Whether you're helping us by supporting us with donations now, or you're helping us by going online and playing, or by going to the venues and playing at our live venues, or calling the venues, all those different ways. And we appreciate you. We thank you. Stay safe out there. 6 feet is a joke. 10 feet is the minimum. Keep distant from people. Wear your mask out in public. And let's get this thing finished. Let's get this thing finished. We can do this. Right? Right. Thanks for playing. And, well, here's the big fancy outro screen. Take care. Watch the newsletter for the next games, but it'll probably be Tuesday night, 7 o'clock.